What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino, man. Look, let me cut straight to the chase, man. The key to being in control of any situation in your life is the controlling of your emotions. It's that simple. Emotions are the thing that dictate whether we crash out or whether we logically figure out a way to solve a problem. The problem is that the majority of us have little to no control over our emotions. So when something upsets us, something makes us angry, something makes us confused, scared, whatever it is, we react strictly in a way that feeds that initial emotion. So if you're angry, you feed that anger by going off or flipping out. If you're scared, you feed that situation by panicking. See, if you're confused, you feed that situation by not thinking clearly and thinking through the scenario. And all these things are based around not having control over your emotions. When in reality, most of the time, when something happens, something chaotic or a situation takes place, and it triggers an emotion that you know, or we should know, that if we act upon that emotion directly, it's not going to work out for us. The smartest thing to do is to, whatever's building up in you, immediately switch your mind to react to it in the opposite. Do exactly the opposite of what your initial emotion tells you to do. And that'll save you a lot of problems. Also, learn to assess the importance of things and the lack of importance of things. You gotta have the importance scale lodged into your memory to know that certain things that we react to are not worth the reaction. So if you react to something that's not worth the reaction, then that automatically qualifies it as being an overreaction. You're overreacting, and people on the outside can always see how things that are really not important, they're looking at you like, why is he going off that crazy behind that? It's not that serious. But so you're overreacting to something that's really not that big. So you have to learn priority. You have to learn what's worthy of your movement, of worthy of you going all in. There are only a handful. I don't even say a handful. There may be 2 or 3 things that you can list on a sheet of paper that you can honestly say, these are things that are worth me just going all out for. The rest of it is not worth it. I don't care, bro, if you walk in and you catch your wife in an uncompromising position. I don't care, sis, if you catch your husband walking down the street holding hands and kicking cans with another one. I don't care what the situation is. These are things that, especially if they're not your fault, if you're not at fault, I tell people all the time, if you're not at fault, why would you crash out? Why would you crash out if you're the one who hasn't done anything wrong? Now, am I saying to y'all that certain things don't hurt? Certain things don't make you feel a certain kind of way? No, I'm not saying that, because they absolutely do. But once we learn to think beyond the situation that's in our immediate eyesight, once we learn to think past that and not think about just yourself, then you got a chance. But you have to gain control over your emotions. And so many of us are emotionally unstable to where they just can't bring it in. They can't assess the situation and bring it in. And that's what you have to be able to. You got to be able to look around and go, you know what? Okay. That's what it is? Okay, cool. It's not saying that you are just immune to the internal, or I wouldn't say internal, the mental and psychological pain of it. I'm not saying you're immune to that. But how you respond to that is very important for you moving forward. It's important for your own mental health because you drive yourself crazy. It's important for your physical safety and health because you'll flip out and flip out in the wrong situation with the wrong people and end up taking a dirt nap or messed up real bad, or you'll end up in prison behind something stupid. So you got to always weigh on the scale and say, well, you know what, I got to get control of that. I got to get control of myself and move forward with reason and deal with people with reason, you know, because I tell people all the time, look, if something or someone drives you that crazy, why are you even trying to hold on and keep dealing with it? There are people who just are in bad situations and it just continues to be bad for them. But yet they keep on sticking around and dealing with it. And it's like, you're not getting nothing out of this. So you're emotionally unstable. You're attached to something that is not even attached to you or you shouldn't be attached to. So I just want to leave that with y'all, man, as we move forward, man. It's your big brother, K-Rino. Y'all subscribe to this channel. Always leave a comment. Always hit that like button, man. And also subscribe to the Underground Dialogue podcast. Go check out every episode you ever missed. I'll catch y'all later on. Peace.